Hi everybody, welcome to Makeup Use Up. Yes, I've been focusing on my stash and appreciating all the makeup that I already have, and I've actually finished quite a bit of it. So let's jump in. Let's get started on some eyeshadow. I used up one of my most favorite eyeshadows ever, and this is Era by MAC, and it's a satin finish. It's probably one of the most universal eyeshadow shades out there, and I think it would look good on anybody. Sort of a nice beigey, it's hard to see here, beigey brown. It actually has more pigment than you would think by seeing what's left of this in the pan, but it's a beautiful shade. I'm going to buy that again. This is all that glitters. It's almost done, but it's enough to put in this use up. I will be finished that very shortly, and I would repurchase this again. This is a Veluxe Pearl. It gives you a nice, has a nice, there's a nice shimmer to it. It's not quite a foiled shadow, but it is very it's very pigment, has a nice sheen to it. Another all-time favorite, many repurchases on this is Cork, and it's more, you can use it on a lid color, but it makes a really nice crease color without being too, it's not too deep, easy to work with, and this is a satin finish as well. From another palette, this is Rice Paper. This is a frost shadow. Very nice though, gives you a good bright inner corner. You could wear it all over the lid. It's a very pale yellow. There is a bit of a, feel like there's a bit of a silver undertone to it, even though it's yellow. It seems strange, but this is a nice one, and I probably will repurchase this as well. I finished up the last of the Mineralized Skin Finish Naturals that I have. Hit pan on this one. This is in medium deep, and I would repurchase that. Now they've changed the packaging to something a little bit bulkier, which includes a mirror. This one doesn't include a mirror, but it gives you a nice finish on it. It has a little more coverage than the next powder that I'm going to show you, but I would repurchase this again as well. The Rimmel Stay Matte, fantastic powder, drugstore, really great. This is in 001, the translucent. You really can't go wrong with the price point. The only thing, I mean, you're not getting the same type of packaging, quality packaging. The lid doesn't stay on that well. I mean, all the label is worn off, but it's a great powder, and it's fantastic for blending out eyeshadow as well. So this, for me, is going to be something I would repurchase and would recommend. I finished up a butter bronzer, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This one is in the bronze shade. I use this every single day since I bought it a year ago. I finished it a little while ago, and because you can't get, at this point, I can't get a nice application with it. But it is definitely on the repurchase list. This is in the bronze shade. I think now they've included a few more deeper shades, but this one worked really well for my skin type, and even when I'd wear a matte bronzer, I would top it with this because it's such a nice finish. There's a sheen to it. It's really beautiful. Definitely gonna buy it again. I have a couple of misses, and in powder, this is an Ulta powder in the banana. Useless, complete useless. I've tried to use this in many different ways, and it has not, it's as if I took a piece of yellow chalk and ground it up and put it in a pan. That's how I feel. I thought I could maybe blend out eyeshadows or use it as a brow shade instead of one of my other paler shades. I have not found a use for it. I bought it when I was in Florida, so if I would have been there, I would have just returned it, but I bought it not long before I left, and so, and I won't even bother passing it on to anyone else because I haven't found it useful for myself, so I wouldn't offer that up to anybody else. A couple of, jumping back and forth here, finished up a couple of Maybelline, the tattoos, the color tattoos. This is in Bad to the Bronze, really nice, wear it on its own, or it's nice under eyeshadows, and I would rebuy this particular shade. I also finished up another one. This is chocolate suede. It's pretty much dried up to the point that it's not usable anymore. You can revive your color tattoos with a bit of Fix Plus, and I've done it many times and it worked out well, but for the amount that's left here, I'm not going to bother with that. Don't know if I'd pick this one up again. I'm not sure. I think I prefer the bronze. If I was going to get another one, I'll get another bronze one. I finished up my tried and true Maybelline BB. This is in the medium deep. I haven't worn foundation in over a year, and I've just been going with the BB cream, and this medium deep kind of gives you a little bit that tanned look, but it's very sheer. And then I'll top it with one of my favorite concealers. I've finished another Rimmel. This is the Wake Me Up concealer. I love these. Angie from Hot and Flashy had recommended these, I think in her 2016 favorites. Well, I haven't put it down ever since I bought it. This is in True Ivory, and I also have the Ivory shade. It's like a serum. It does contain vitamin C, but I feel like it goes on like a serum. So if you're wearing something that's light coverage like this, having a heavy concealer almost doesn't match up. So this is like a light formula, starts to blend into your skin almost before you take your brush and start blending it out. And I've purchased many, and I will continue to purchase that. Love that. Another tried and true, many years, the Almay concealer. This is like clear, has a bit of salicylic acid, and it's good if you have any blemishes. It does have quite a bit of pigmentation, so if you have any discolorations, whatever, this one, it does stay on well, and it's good if you have a little blemish, because just you can use a Q-tip, apply it, and the salicylic acid helps heal it up. So that one is a must-have. Something else from Rimmel, lip liner. I really like the Addiction shade. It has that slanted, it's rolled up to the max here. It's the slanted tip on it. It's a nice sort of neutral brownish, goes with almost every lipstick type of shade. Sometimes just fill in the whole lip and then put a little gloss on top, and that works really well. We'll repurchase that. Last of my two Milani brow pencils. Right now I'm using the e.l.f. and L'Oreal, like the pot style, a little bit like the pomade style, which I quite like. But these are always good to have, not too expensive. They're in the taupe. Another fail for me is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Beautiful packaging, weighty, has like a nice feel in your hand, beautiful color. Name's a bit kitschy in my opinion, but the brush, see there's still mascara left. I just don't care for it. I received it as a gift, so I wanted to give it a good try, but if it was me who purchased it, I would have returned it, because it's not all that. I don't like this style brush. I don't know how many times I poked myself in the eye with it, or I would have mascara everywhere, little blobs here and there, and I didn't feel like it lengthened pretty well, but it didn't add much volume. So all of that combined, plus the expensive price tag on it, it's not worth it for me. I go through mascaras quickly, so I stick to my tried and true, the Maybelline, the Falsies volume, and I get the Blackest Black. I love that curved wand on it. It's like curved, but yet flat. So I feel like it gives you, it does, for me, I feel like it lifts your lashes, and it's really easy to work with. And I change my mascaras out regularly. Almost like when I'm changing my contacts, I usually am changing out mascara, so I don't like to spend a ton on it. And also I use that trick from way back when, I think years ago, Wayne Goss had said, if you wipe off your mascara, I use like a lint-free paper, I wipe it off, and he says you'll get the nicest application you've ever had, and I've been doing that for years. So you do go through your mascara a little quicker when you're doing that technique as well. So who wants to spend too much? I finished up a lipstick from, no, it's not that one, it's the one I have on, a MAC lipstick. This is like a nudie brown. The color is Fresh Brew, and it's a luster. It was nice, but I don't think it's going to be one that I'm going to be purchasing or picking up in a back to anytime soon. I've kind of gotten into something more right now anyways. Loving this. It's not empty, but I'm loving this. What I have on now, it's Fabby, and I think I saw this on Nisha from Sugar Puff and Fluff, and I really loved it. I thought, okay, I gotta check that out. So this is a frost, and it's nice. It's not overly frosty, but it's not in an empty, but I'm loving it. So I think that is it for my empties of makeup use up. So sticking on track. When I'm finished something, that's when I say, okay, did I love it enough to buy it again? Or do I want to try something else? So this way you're appreciating what you have and you're not just buying for the sake of buying. So anyways, thanks for watching and hope you all have a great day. Bye.